and I was more than happy and more than willing to give this one a shot and not allow any of my I went into this completely like prepared to not let my experience with Life is Strange season 1 have any effect on my enjoyment of this game, which is the exact same attitude that I had going into the Adventures of Captain Spirit, and I loved that game. And then playing this, I absolutely loved it. I'm so excited for the rest of it. Oh, they did such a great job. So, what did you guys think of all this? And how many of you guys, honestly, be honest with me, how many of you guys came into this live stream, or for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, honestly tell me how many of you guys came into this Let's Play worried that I wasn't gonna like it, or worried that, I wouldn't like the characters, or worried that I wasn't gonna be as attached to the characters. How many of you were worried about that? Because I feel like some of you were worried. And honestly, I was a little worried too, because I didn't want to disappoint anyone again. So I'm very excited that I genuinely love what I ended up experiencing. So I'm just curious. Let me see, because a lot of you are going into the chats. Look at his Espan and his Christmas sweater. Jeez, memories stay in your mind. Yeah, even if people don't care too much of it, or it's unlisted, private, having it online would be a nice memory to have. I've always had a bad memory, so I wish some school memories with friends were recorded. True, but it's good to have those physical memories sometimes. Oh yeah, I love Blox Party. Oh, I feel like you go out to get the soda and he'll disappear, or you'll run into someone. Curse my brain for these typos. It goes in chapters too. I think Sean should bring in a third party, like talk to a free legal aid. Also, you can call a mental health phone number. Oh no, there's any magic aspect here too? I don't like this. Yeah, it does go on in chapters. Oh no. Oh, you could also get help from a homeless shelter. Now the strange part of Life is Strange. Daniel is pretty powerful, yikes. Here we go. Hopefully the neighbors, other guests don't notice. Yeah. Hopefully not. Why the creepy music? Yeah, you should have told him. This is a bit troubling. Good, calm. These poor boys. If they don't get arrested, I feel like Daniel might end up killing a cop or something and be locked up or experimented on. Or so. Very X-Men, whatever. With all the noise, someone will come to the rooms. Jeez, my poor wolf babies, I can't deal. This whole episode made me emotional. Poor Mushroom would be scared as well. I like the two wolves loading thingy. Imagine someone just joining the stream and hearing this out of context. Next time I'll tell you you're having sex! As an animal assume, they either sense powers or be freaked out. Yeah, Mushroom was freaking out. If he has powers, does that mean he's related to the kid at the end of Captain Spirit? Maybe they can reunite together then, so... Okay, so this is what I was thinking. I didn't think that... I realized after I played the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, it dawned on me that I didn't think that Chris was the one who had powers. I thought that one of the boys had powers, and I wasn't sure if it was Dan, the older... Well, I didn't know their names. Wasn't sure if it was the older brother or the younger brother. If it was Daniel or Sean who had the powers. But I didn't think that Chris had the powers. I think it was either Daniel or Sean had the powers that where that thing with Captain Spirit happened. So didn't fool me then either. But and it didn't fool me this time. I totally called that Sean wasn't the one who had the powers, because that would be obvious. It had to be Daniel, because we already had the main protagonist have the powers last time, and here you're playing a game where your brother is following you. It's got to be the little brother who has the powers. If he has powers, that means he's related to the kid at the end of Captain Spirit. These two, they break my heart. I think that kid was Daniel at the end of Captain Spirit, right? Heart, don't cry, please. It's so easy for me to cry and get emotional at these things. I'm going to cry again. I'm not crying, you are. Look, I think their dad died from racism. Yeah, it's true. The two voice actors are both doing a great job conveying emotions. I would sacrifice the earth for these kids. Me too, for sure. Well, better than it being crowded with more people noticing them. The Diaz kids versus the world. The world doesn't stand a chance. That was really good. Yes! I was never into Life is Strange, but wow, that was amazing. I'm even more hooked than the first Life is Strange. You played The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, right? Yes, I did. I Let's Played it. There should be links to that in this video when you see it on YouTube. Or if you're not on YouTube right now, you can see it on my YouTube channel. It's one of my very recent playlists. Already better than the first game. Yay, Hark liked it. I'm happy. I know you were worried, German Kiwi Gal. I know. Don't lie to me. Admit it. You were worried that I wouldn't like this. I was thinking about you specifically when I saw you on the. I have to admit, German Kiwi Gal, when I saw you in the chat, I got a little nervous. I'm like, German Kiwi Gal is here. I hope I like it for German Kiwi Gal's sake. I hope I liked it, and I did. Oh, Lord, I did. Liked it a lot. I thought Hark would love this. Hopefully there will be more episodic games to check out because you're the only person I watch stream live outside of YouTube stream option. The Council will be good to check out. Probably not as good as Life is Strange for some people, but it's an interesting concept, especially if you like history. And a handful of religious stuff too. George Washington and Napoleon's in it. So it's funny you say that, Confeito Kiss, because I saw a trailer for The Council just last week, within the week, and that had really intrigued me. Mikey, who's also on the chats right now, Mikey mentioned The Council to me last night, and you're mentioning The Council to me today. So I'm very, very, very tempted. Now that three sources are kind of encouraging me to play The Council, I will probably Let's Play it very soon, and I may live stream it. We'll see. I may live stream it. If I do, will you watch? Just a question mark, just so I know who might be interested in watching me play The Council. If you don't know what it is, feel free to look it up. It's on Steam. I figured you would love this much better than the first game. Why did you think that, Werewolf? What about... I'm curious what you thought about this game would make me like it more than the first one. I'm so hyped for this. 2016 Hark. Well, we know there is time travel there, right? In case you missed my earlier comment, yes, the way Sean drawing the rough lines and the details, then shading comes in last. Thank you, I fall into fantasy. Hot Cool Dad Who Died. So is that 3 shots from the Hark stream drinking game? Yes. Also, Rakuen and someone who wanted to co-commentate Ace Attorney with you. There was also a sci-fi game that was like read-only memories featuring Clem's voice actor. There's so many games. I have so many games I need to play. And this is just chapter 1. And this game is set in 2016, right? So how Sean draws is really realistic. Yeah, the rest will be released after. This is just episode 1. You playing this game is the perfect thing to hear and watch while unpacking stuff. Oh, did you just move? Warm fireplace? I am glad Hark loves Life is Strange 2 when he didn't like Life is Strange 1 as much. Life is Strange 1, I finished it. There were many parts of Life is Strange 1 I enjoyed. I'm glad I played it. There was many parts of Life is Strange and 1 that I enjoyed. But I definitely like this one more. Hey, looks like I'm just in time. Oh! Okay, I'm taking a pause. For those of you who are on the chats, this is your chance, by the way, to... we're going into the Q&A session where you can ask me anything you want, even if it has nothing to do with this game. So have your questions ready if you want me to answer whatever, and all that good stuff. Also, let me know if any of you guys did something differently than my playthrough, and you can tell me if you'd like what happened because you did something differently than I did in my playthrough. Now would be a good time for you to let me know of that. So, Mikey just gifted me the console. Mikey, you didn't have to do that. Why did you just do that? Thank you. All right. Well, now that Mikey got me the console, and Kiwi also gifted me another game as well. Little Nightmares, I think, or something along those lines. You guys. Now I have to Let's Play these games. Goodness. The pressure. Thanks a lot, Mikey and Kiwi. You gave the Choco Crisp to Daniel, 20%. You gave the Choco Crisp to Esteban, 34%. You kept the Choco Crisp for yourself, 46%. You lied to Esteban. Well, I didn't consider it. I didn't consider it a lie because I intended on not using it for drugs, and I intended on not using it for drugs and weed. And if I had a chance to, if it got to that point, I was gonna try to stop Daniel from using it for that stuff, but for booze and weed. But you know, I did not intend for it to be a lie. I intended that for it to be the truth. You hugged Esteban, 89%. 11% refused the hug. Wow, savage. You stole money from the jar, 21%. You didn't take money from the jar, 71%. You put some money in the jar, 81%. Oh, yeah, interesting. You confronted Brett, 76%. You questioned Daniel, 24%. Okay. You decided to steal in the parking lot. You didn't steal in the parking lot. You sent Daniel to beg for food. Only 18%. Really? Only 18%. You begged for food yourself. You didn't beg for food. You stole from the gas station, 19%. You stole while Daniel distracted Doris, 14%. You didn't steal anything in the gas station, 67%. You hit Hank and stole the camping gear, 59%. You ran away with Daniel, 41%. That was a good choice because it was close to 50-50. You called two-thirds. Two-thirds of you called Lila back. You didn't call Lila back, 37%. You promised Daniel you won't lie to him again, 92%. You said you'll try to be honest. So most people tried to promise him. I feel like Kara and Alice. That's a Farah and Alice moment. Did any of my friends? I don't have any friends. You guys don't have any friends to compare my choices with. Doggone it. Normally, I know Carson played or wants to play this game. Doggone it, Carson, you're my only friend and you didn't play this game yet, so I can't compare my choices with you. Daniel learned about trailblazing, 98%. Daniel didn't learn about trailblazing, 2%. Daniel fell and got dirty. Daniel didn't fall in the woods, 74%. Oh, good, because we helped him. Daniel built a fort in the forest, 56%. Daniel fetched wood for the fire. Oh, okay. Daniel won the wood race, 33%. Daniel lost the wood race, 10%. Daniel didn't do the wood race, 50%. Daniel learned how to skip stones, only 47%. Daniel didn't learn how to skip stones. Daniel was mad at you in the woods. Oh, yeah. Wow, 9% managed to get Daniel to be mad at me. Daniel didn't get mad, 91%. Daniel had an okay night, 75%. Daniel got sick from the berries, 5%. Oh, good, because we didn't let him eat those berries. Daniel was afraid of your stories and had nightmares. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel terrible that he had nightmares, but we did have a very touching brotherly moment because of it, because he had nightmares. Daniel had to beg for food, 19%. Daniel didn't have to beg, 81%. It's survival. It's survival, Daniel. We got to use you while you're still adorable and cute. use what you've got while you can, Daniel, because you're not gonna be in the puppy stage for very long. So use it to your advantage when you can, in order to survive. Daniel distracted Doris, 14%. Daniel didn't distract Doris, 86%. Daniel had enough to eat, 55%. Daniel didn't eat enough. Oh, maybe I should have gotten some bread. I'm like, we had the apple, and we had the chips, and we had the chocolate bar. All right. Daniel got a Power Bear toy, 19%. Daniel didn't get a Power Bear toy, 81%. Daniel stole something from Brody, 60. Oh. Daniel would have stolen something from... Oh. So if he witnessed us stealing something, then would he have stolen something from Brody? 62%. 62%. That's like 2/3 roughly. Stole from Brody. Really? That's interesting. Really? Huh. That's...
All right.
Oh.
Come on, man. Focus.
Are we fixing? Are we trying to? Oh,
Okay.
it's. Are we training his
Trust
powers?
me. You can do it.
So I guess Daniel and Sean already knows about his powers. That's what I'm confused about. Do they already know about Daniel's powers? I guess it sounds like they would have. Otherwise, they would have reacted differently when Chris was floating in the air. If you know what I'm talking about. Life is Strange 1 is a cool as a concept, though the dialogue was a bit awkward, and personally I can't stand Chloe. Though I get why she had so many fans, even without the shipping aspect. Hey, looks like I'm just in time. How was the episode? Hey, Evan! Oh, loved it. Loved it. Don't worry, Hark, I'll protect you from the pitchforks. I didn't like Life is Strange 1 as much as most people. It's okay, Hark, I understand. Thank you for being understanding. Yeah, it's hard to enjoy the story game if you don't like the characters. I agree. Yeah, because I've been in that situation where, you know, I'm watching a Let's Player who didn't like a game as much, and it's okay. I wasn't mad at them that they didn't like a game as much that they were playing, especially if it was a game that I really enjoyed, that I really loved. But it definitely made the Let's Play less enjoyable, because I feel like, you know, when you watch a Let's Player who genuinely does enjoy a game, it makes the Let's Play so much better, so much more enjoyable to watch. But at the same time, I don't want a Let's Player to, like, pretend that they love a game if they don't really like the game, you know? I don't think that's good either. So I would rather that they were honest about it. And then I can decide for myself if I want to continue watching, and that's okay. It's okay if I decide not to continue watching, and it's okay if you guys don't watch whatever of my Let's Plays that isn't enjoyable for you. I am not a Let's Player that begs and pleads for you guys to watch all my content. You watch whatever you want, or don't watch whatever I want. It's... you do you. Like, I make these and I share them for the people who are genuinely interested in watching them. And if there's a video that I make or content that I make that you don't want to watch, don't watch it. It's okay. It doesn't offend me. It doesn't make me upset at all, because I would like to believe that I have the freedom to do the same thing as well. And, you know, there are probably other things, other videos, maybe, that you might like more. It's hard. I just believe Chloe was a troubled teen. That's why I personally dislike her, though I understand why she is polarizing. This is why I don't personally dislike her. Well, depends. It's easier with a villain with you love to hate if it's a more satisfying downfall. Though I definitely do enjoy this game better than the first already. I think the way Life is Strange 1 pales a little bit because it was made and developed by a French team, and that's why the translation for the dialogue was a bit off. Yeah, I do feel that the dialogue was a little, at least by American dialogue standards, is a little off. So that might be why. I don't worry about you liking or disliking it, because I just enjoy watching you play some games. Thank you, Mikey. That's very nice of you. I was pretty confident you would. I didn't know anything about this game, but I knew you're going to love Captain Spirit. Thank you, Katpetokes. I did. Well, I didn't know you disliked Life is Strange 1. I knew you didn't like the character, if I remember correctly. And it's only been one episode. Speaking of kids, how's the surrogate thing going? Thank you for asking. Things are going very well. Our surrogate came in for her medical screening to see if she, let me know if the music is too... I'm gonna lower the music a little bit just in case, because I don't want that to drown out things too much. What I was saying is our surrogate came in to have her medical screening, and she passed. She passed, so that's very good. So right now we're trying to get through the lawyer fees, because we need to draft up the gestational contract, which is basically the big giant document that all parties have to sign and agree to before we actually start the process of becoming pregnant. And hopefully, knock on wood, we can start that process or attempting to have kids either just before Thanksgiving or in early December. So please keep your thoughts and or prayers. Please keep us in your thoughts and or prayers and or good vibes that it continues going smoothly, because just because we start the process doesn't mean that we're home free, because we don't know if it'll be successful the first try. It might take a few tries, and even if we get to a certain point where it seems like a pregnancy succeeded, there's still a lot that can happen before it comes to term. A lot can happen within 9 months is all I'm going to say. So please keep us in your thoughts and prayers and good vibes that finally, after 3.5 years of fighting to have kids, we might actually become daddies soon. Thank you for asking, Kinpeito Kiss. I was pretty sure you're going to like this, and I'm glad you did. Yeah, I'm glad we were switching it up with the powers thing. We're playing as a sidekick. I like that we're playing as a sidekick. We're playing as Chloe, kind of. Sort of. Kind of, if you think about it that way. Well, there's only episode 1 so far, but are you and Kathleen Ims and a few others going to do a Let's Talk for this season? That's a good question. I don't know. I will talk to Kathleen Ims and Carson and see if they would be interested. I don't know. I'll pitch it to them and see if they would be up for that. Good question. Oh, Hark, I would have survived if you hadn't liked it, but it's nice to see you enjoyed it. Thank you, German Kiwi Gal. Thank you. Yay, more live streaming. Yes, the console is really interesting. Very unique gameplay mechanics. Interesting as in you liked it? As in you liked it, German Kiwi Gal? Okay, so for the games that I find on Steam, this is what I found. These 2 games are episode games. The Detail and Thief of Thieves Season 1. Another episode game is Dreamfall, if you already heard of. I have heard of that. The other game I think you should play, because they are point-and-click games, but really good ones, Brink of Consciousness. There is 2 in the series, and finally House of 1000 Doors. And there are 2 games in that series. Wow, that's a lot of games. It's a bit of Eurojank, but I find it interesting. Like, personally, I do find Lewis's voice relaxing, even though the people aren't super fond of it, mainly because they have a problem with him being French. But the voice of the VA has an English accent, while there are other French accents, VAs, but still interesting. The art style is pretty striking. I felt like the dialogue in this was much better and more realistic to modern kids. I agree too. I hope to actually play this game tomorrow. I really hope I enjoy it like you did. All right. Well, Evan, don't spoil yourself right now. I know you just came back, but hopefully I won't say anything that will spoil anything for you. Plus Little Nightmares I got you. Yes, I remember, Kiwi. And the relationship in this are less toxic. I don't know if you've kept up with TV shows, but The Good Place is fun to watch. Ted Danson and Kirsten Bell is in it. I started watching The Good Place a few months ago. I hadn't seen it in a while, but I think I'm up to episode 4. I love Kirsten Bell, so yeah. The truck arrived. Warm Fireplace is Astra. Okay, I didn't make that connection, Astra. Thank you. The truck arrived today, so I'm moving boxes all over the place. Thank you, Astra. Now that makes sense. I didn't make the connection. This game had less toxic relationships and focused on more familiar stuff, which I love. Yeah, I'm a sucker for family stuff. And since, again, I'm an older brother, this really spoke to me. Have you seen any of binging with Babish's vids? I still haven't seen a food vid from you too often, but maybe on Halloween you can make a quick candy-inspired ice cream thing. Maybe. I do remember Babish. Yes, I do remember that one. Hark, the last 2 games are Repentant and Little Kite. Both are point-and-click games. I do like point-and-click games too. All the games are on Steam Store at I mentioned. I will gift you a game too. You don't have to, guys. You don't have to gift me games. Thank you though, but you don't have. Please, you don't have to do that. But thank you. Maybe you and Kathleenums and maybe 2 other people should play Monster Prom. Dating sim, kind of Yog inspired together. Maybe on Halloween as a special. Oh, ooh, is that like a multiplayer game? Monster Prom, is that a multiplayer? So I felt like you would like this game because of the good character actions and a good family to focus on. Yes, you know me very well. That is definitely something I would love. I told Esteban I was buying drugs, and he gave me $40. Yes, Father of the Year. Wow, more people did steal. How dare that horrible man call himself Hank? Yes. Let's hope there isn't too many situations where you unintentionally lie, have to keep stuff from Daniel. When Hank in DVH was great. Right? I don't... Detroit Become Human. I don't have time to play lately, also I didn't add you to Steam. We'll be your friends. You're a good brother, Hark. Well, I hope so. Thank you. I tried calling my brother. It's my brother's birthday today. And I tried calling him, and he hasn't been answering his phone. And it hasn't been going to voicemail. So hopefully I can get in touch with him. Because I'm supposed to ask him what he wants for his birthday through Steam. And I have to figure out a good game for him for his birthday. But anyway, yes, speaking of brothers. Happy birthday to my brother. Daniel has nightmares regardless. He just calms down easier if you didn't scare him. Gotcha. I think it's cool because it's hard to call what exactly is going to happen. You may know something bad is going to happen, but not exactly what. Oh, that's sad. Kara should be taking notes in regards to using Alice to her advantage. I like that your brother makes choices on their own too. Hashtag not my Brody. Haven't seen anyone steal from Brody. Brody is the best bro, and I don't know how you can. Yep, I didn't steal, but apparently Brody was truly the bro of us. Bro. I know, too soon for all you Telltale Games fans. My very point. How many total episodes does anyone know? 5. Life is Bro. It's 5 episodes. I tend to watch the game first as silent playthrough, and then everyone else I listen to in the background while doing things if they're not as into the game. Life is Bro, dude. And all the stoners. Life is Bro, stoner dude. Bro is life. Also, I myself wasn't a huge fan of Chloe. I sympathize with her, but I don't know, she was just too frustrating to handle at times. I understand that. I thought Chloe was attractive. We are with you on the good and the bad, the like or dislike, but her personality turned me off. I just think Chloe was struggling with a lot of issues. I loved Chloe, but it took a while, and I get why people don't. Localization testers are a thing, though. We have people make sure the game is translated okay and makes sense slang-wise. She got better near the end, and I do agree she did. She did get better near the end. I never checked out before the storm because it made sense for her to be her old self before you reuniting with Max, so it might be annoying with her as a protagonist unless she was more chill with Rachel and only acted that way in the beginning with Max because of losing Rachel. Things are going well. I didn't like Chloe, but I understood her and accepted her as a flawed character. I think there aren't enough difficult female characters in games. I have to agree with you there, Kiwi Gal. There aren't enough difficult female characters in games because it's challenging to use them in a way that is consumable for a lot of consumers, if that makes sense. It's hard to utilize them. Hard to utilize them effectively, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I wonder how long it'll take this to be dubbed. I did see one Japanese Let's Player play some of the first Life is Strange on YouTube. Nathan's voice is like super deep for him. Chloe's one of my favorite characters across all video games, but I still enjoyed your playthrough. It's nice to see different opinions even if I don't agree. Thank you. I'm so happy for you, Hark. Awesome. I know it's not official yet. So soon. Good luck. But I'm really happy for you guys. I'm really happy for you guys. I'm sending out all the good vibes. Hark, can you please remove the sword symbol from my name? I don't want the mod power. Yes. I can remove the sword symbol from your name. If anyone wants that removed, let me know so I can remove that. That's great. Good luck to you. Thank you, Evan. I hope it goes well. You all deserve all the happiness. Thank you. Oh, yay, Hark. Sending all the love and good vibes. Thank you. I am very. It means a lot that I have a lot of all the support from you guys because this has been very. It's been a very, very tough journey, and I had thought about like vlogging about it, but I don't know how. I wanted to try to respect our surrogate's privacy. A lot of it is because I wanted to respect her privacy, and I didn't want to like share too much information. Because I'm pretty much an open book. I don't mind sharing everything and anything about myself. But since it's involving somebody else, vlogging about that, I have to be very sensitive and I have to make sure that everybody's comfortable with that. So, I am surprised mods aren't able to demote themselves. Luckily, we haven't needed too many mods in the stream. Troll and spoiler eyes. Yeah, our streams have been really lucky and fortunate. I haven't had any issues with anyone, like knock on wood. I haven't had any issues in a very long time. But it just goes to show how awesome of a community you guys have built. So thank you guys for making it so that people who are mods have very little or nothing to do. I'm surprised mods aren't able. Hark, you and Colin are already dream daddies in my mind. Thank you, Mikey. You guys will be great parents, I'm sure. How did the Let's Talk Telltale go yesterday? I thought it went really well. Yeah, we talked for about 2.5 hours-ish, maybe almost 3, not quite 3. But it's already up on my channel if you want to check it out. We had a lot of good times, and I hadn't had a chance to really chat with Kathleen Ims in a while, so it was great to have her. So I'm curious, are you going to be doing some sort of Let's Talk for Season 2, or do you not have the time interest in it? I would like to. Do I have the time interest in it? Yes, I have interest in it. Do I have the time for it? I don't know, but I hope to. I would love to have time for it. We'll see. When is the next episode coming out? Does anybody know? I'm trying very hard to not have anything spoiled. So far, I've done a great job of it. I actually didn't realize either. I'm the Kiwi from our campaign. Kristen Bell is the best, and I'm really enjoying the new season of The Good Place so far. Mass Effect Revolution game gifting. Oh, if you play Monster Prom, I want to play. It's a cool date sim with monsters. You can play with up to 4 players. Interesting. I will have to look that up. Interesting. It's cool if each player reads the dialogue of each of their characters. Let him know we said happy birthday. Thank you. Oh, happy family day, here in Argentina at least. I also have another suggestion for a television show which I love. It is animation, not for everyone, but the characters are fantastic and the portrayal of mental illness is so raw and good. On the other side of that, the comedy is fantastic as well, though not for everyone. BoJack Horseman. I've played Brink of Consciousness and House of a Thousand Doors from a Sinister bundle on stream and love them. Those games are point and click and they have, but they have in store, however they aren't short, so I don't think you want to live stream, but Let's Play for sure. But the episode games seem to, or original comic book style choice game and have story style. So I think you and I would both enjoy them. Please check out the games that I mentioned. Okay, Brink of Consciousness, House of a Thousand Doors. And BoJack, did I fall into fantasy? Not, hold on. How do I I'll have to figure out how do I not make you a mod? How do I not make you a moderator? How do I not? I thought I made you not a moderator. Unmod user. Sorry, guys. Okay, I think I unmodded you. I think. Too much power. Power overwhelming. No man should have all that power. I love BoJack Horseman. Great show. One brick at a time. Yeah, odd times it's fantastic. Lots of people don't like Life is Strange 1 because it's studio games, student types, and yes, that's true, but they have really serious subjects behind the high school storyline. I love Life is Strange 1 because I like the side character graphics and playable elements, voice acting, and the villains, and the fact that they put in serious real life problems. BoJack Horseman is super flawed, and it will always be, but that's the point, I think. Yeah, that's why the story is good. One thing I wanted to ask you guys too, and one thing that I'm curious about is we haven't really learned much of anything about Daniels, and we haven't heard much about the mom. The mom was mentioned briefly, and I think it was implied that the mom is still alive, just not around. So what are your theories on what's going on with the mom? Like, clearly she seems to be out of the picture and missing in action. I know that we're probably going to find out more about the mom later, but I'm wondering, like, what role she's going to play in the story, if at all. So, again, guys, if you have any other questions for me, let me know now or forever hold your peace, because the moment that the questions run out, I'm going to have to peace out. So, press it again, press it twice, nobody knows. I will try. Hopefully they take their time with episode 2. I can't seem to find any news on episode 2 having a release date. Nope, didn't. It asks if you want to unmod and you have to press again. Back had to shower. There's also Her Story as a game, but I think it's 90% story with limited interaction. You basically watch a bunch of tapes to figure out the story based on the short clips pieced together. I've heard about that one too. That one has also been in my list for a while. Oh yeah, Geek Remix played Her Story. I mean, is the mother Max? What? That wouldn't make any sense. Professor Layton is a cool game too, though I guess it'd be hard to screen capture on a DS. Yeah. It might come up. I think the mom left them because Sean seemed angry. The Detail and Thief of Thieves Season 1 are the episode games that you could live stream, and Dreamfall and Brink of Consciousness and House of a Thousand Doors are point and click, but heavy base story games. I feel like Sean and Daniel might end up going to their mothers. I think that's going to happen at some point too. Maybe Sean and Daniel's mom cheated on Esteban and they split. How could you cheat on such a perfect father? On such a perfect, sexy dad like Esteban? How could you? I feel like she'll have to pop up because they'll need to contact her for missing sons, maybe. I'm totally lost with the story, that's why I ask. I think the mother has problems with drinking or drugs, maybe. Yeah, it'll be interesting role reversal with the deadbeat parent being a mom instead. Yeah, I feel like so many of the deadbeat parents are fathers. So I think it'd be really interesting to explore that very rarely represented type of character. Powers run in the family? I mean, maybe the mom had powers. Hashtag don't cheat on hot dads. Don't cheat on hot dads. My husband is gonna be a hot dad, so no intention of cheating on that. Anyway, maybe the mother could also have powers. That'd be interesting. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I've been at it for more than 6 hours, almost 6.5 hours. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have to skedaddle because I need to get some cupcake stuff because I'm baking cupcakes for my office, as well as some ingredients because I'm also going to buy some ingredients for homemade ice cream because I'm hosting a fire noodle challenge at my office. It's gonna be cool. I have like 15 people signed up to do a fire noodle challenge, and that's gonna be fun. We'll see if how many people survive and who ends up winning, but we'll see. So, Hart's going to become a streamer full time. I still need an office work-based blog for you one day. I know, I do, I know. Yes, I know, Potato Kiss, I know. Ooh, cupcakes, have fun, happy baking. Cupcakes, you absolute saint. I wish I worked with you. Aw, I wish I worked with you guys too. I think that'd be awesome if we all like hung out for cupcakes. We're doing a mini cupcake bar, basically. We have a whole bunch of mini cupcakes of different flavors, unfrosted and unsprinkled. And then you have another station where you have different frostings to choose from, and then another station we have different toppings like sprinkles or mini chocolate chips or mini M&Ms or things like that, and then you can mix and match and make your own cupcakes at the cupcake bar. That's what I'm envisioning, because I like my food. I'm a foodie, and I like my cupcakes. So, oh man, that sounds awesome. Thank you, Mikey. I'm going to IKEA for dinner. Get those meatballs. You have fun. Ooh, I want some noodles. Wait, did you say bar? Sign me up. This sounds so great. I've never been to IKEA, I don't think. Interesting they have food, though. The one electronics store that I go to has a cafe within it. I would only hang out with people for cupcakes. If you want to tell me your Steam account later so I can send you games for Christmas or your birthday or something. My Steam account should be Angel Arts. I think you can find me on Angel Arts. It's very easy, Astra. Well, we got to do something like that for the in-person session. Yes. When is that in-person session happening? Kiwi and Astra and Mikey and Mikhail, if you're watching. We can go to the bar. I don't know why. That's my favorite word. I don't know why. I just love it for some reason. Man, you should throw more dinner parties and try to do in real life D&D sessions with friends. I cooked for when the Dragon Age Season 2 came to visit me, I cooked for them. Kevin and Sam and Kimberly and Hannah can all confirm that I did cook for them. Oh, they were very well fed. I made sure they were very well fed while they were here. If you're friends with me, you will eat, and you will eat well. So, otherwise I would totally lose my foodie card. Yeah. They're the best meatballs. We're gonna record it in a bar. It'll be great. Mikey, at this point, you're just saying the word, you're just writing the word bar just so that I could read it out loud. That's the only reason. Oh, I would love to do some D&D stuff. Meatball sounds good, though I get thirsty, more than hungry. So I like boba places. Like, it'd be cool to do, though, like a cafe hangout while doing D&D. I never done D&D and stuff. Oh, you should try. You should try. It would be super fun. Okay, so I'll have to save for the trip if it's going to happen. Then I'll have to start preparing things now. Bar. Yep, you bet. Bye-bye, everyone. Hark, hope those gamer recommendations help. Thank you, I Fall Into Fantasy. And thank you, I Fall Into Fantasy, Shorty in California too, Shirley, Only Mikey, Evan, Asna, Mini Dude, Nanananan, Keiki 2004, Command and Control, Commander Root, Cool, Puneet, 5890, Energies, Bot, German Kiwi Gal, Kiwi, the other Kiwi, I'm a Literal Werewolf, Conpedo Kiss, Polze, Positivity Bot, Skinny Seahorse, Slow Cool, Smoke Ow, Spy Violet, Subcentral.net, Shorty, because Shorty is invisible right now, I remember, B&K, Virgo Pros, Astra, and Zelda Wisdom. Thank you guys so much for staying till the very end. You absolutely never have to do that, but thank you for doing that. And I will see you guys in the next live stream. Maybe it's going to be Life is Strange 2. Maybe it's going to be The Council. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be another game. Who knows? This nectar, man. Something in this nectar. I need to talk to Colin. Thank you guys for watching. And until next time, love yourselves and love each other.